Your favorite compas have another jam-packed episode of the Four Compas show. In this episode, we'll do a quick recap of the stunning comeback by the Falcons over the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Plus, Victor Producer and Dan and Dago give us their week 2 takeaways. And of course, we cannot forget about our usual segments during the football season. Compas Power Rankings, our picks for the 5 best matchups in week 2. Plus, why Dan does not believe that one of those picks should count. And time permitting, we will do Burial of the Week and una más. All right, Gilberto, don't you have an engagement question for our viewers and or listeners?
You guys are already annoying me. One, because the comments are annoying me. I'll get to you guys in a bit. And Dan, I'm not going to give you credit for that win where he kept saying, go, pick him. And I listened, and now he's mad. And like, this guy makes up rules for everything. He's never happy. He keeps, bending the rules for the curse, so-called curse here, whatever. I'm going to prove him wrong many times this season. But, I'm not the one that's being late here. Fernando was late. He had a very lengthy WWE discussion, which is very good, very knowledgeable.
I thought you were going to give out my personal business. I was about to say, what the shit?
Very
literally and figuratively.
Very lengthy WWE discussion. Fernando, you're going to out yourself. Go check it out on Comeback on Buzz. I'm sorry we're late, but we're here. The hosts have arrived. Victor is egging on the people in the comments here. And I don't know who the Raider fan is, but it ain't me. It might be Victor, not me. But I am doing well with my picks here. Wink, wink, wink. You want to give a little preview?
These guys are hilarious. So do you have an engagement question or what?
That's on Mondays because I get lazy by the time.
Oh yeah, that's true. My bad. All right, let's do
for the Four Compas to just talk.
Let's regather ourselves. Let's go with the intro.
Compas on the beat. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. So we're compas.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Dago is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7-rounder. So
freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome to Compas on the Beat. I'm Fernando Ramirez. I cover the Chargers for the Sporting Tribune. With me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Gilbert Manzano, covers the NFL for Sports Illustrated. What's up, bro?
A whole lot's going on here, Fernando. And you know what? I'm going to get into it. People are calling me out for being late, but the person who's always late all the time is Dan and Dago. And I'm looking backstage in the green room, and he's never here. He's not here. He hasn't even arrived. So you want your precious Dan and Dago to be a part of the show. So maybe you should wait for him and stop complaining in the comments. How about that?
He actually...
Is he on his way over?
I think he might be here. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't wait for Dan to brag about the Carolina Panthers victory because that was such an impressive one.
Hold on. He is here. I think he is. Dan, are you here? Let me see. He is here. Look.
You couldn't show his face after beating the Panthers. Anybody could beat them. What is he doing?
He's coaching. What do you mean?
Is he trying to jog? You call that running? What is that?
It's a light jog not to hurt himself. Didn't you see what Jason Kelsey just did to a guy the other day? Did you see that?
I don't know. I did not.
He injured a fan. He chest bumped a fan. The fan fell over, and he tore his ACL, I guess.
Really? Okay. Is he gonna get sued or what?
No. I think it. Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, I just remember my burial of the week is Jason Kelsey. Surprisingly.
Oh, mine was the Kelseys in general. Like I'm just over it. But all right, we'll get into that. You're already gonna talk about my guy.
What do you mean? I just saw him running in front of me in a very slowly snail pace there.
That's Dan at Costco seeing the sample. That's my burial. I have a burial about Costco.
Yeah, you showed up pretty fired up about Costco earlier.
Luis says, "Compas on the beat. Let's get it." Exactly.
Yes, sir. Louis G.
Exactly. All right. Let us get into what we are doing today. By the way, did you saw what Mike Tomlin said about the hot dog and?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to see how the hot dogs are made or whatever.
Yeah, he has the best saying, man. He can't coach an offense to save his life, but he's definitely a very good coach.
Yeah, exactly. Dan has some thoughts about Monday Night Football, so let's save it for him. Let's bring on Victor Producer.
Okay.
Let's do a little rapid. Wait, no, we call it something else now. Oh no, we do call it NFL Rapid Fire.
Oh,
All right, cool.
War games or something.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. So I was like, oh, just make sure. All right, let's bring in Vic. Don't worry, people. Dan will be here soon. We will.
But hey, you want to talk about me being late?
Going on, guys? Pretty good. Doing good. Happy to be here.
You were stirring up our.
Yes, I was keeping them entertained while you guys got here. I told them that you guys were.
I lost track of time. You know what's funny? I saw that there was like a lot of jumping between the numbers in the other live, so I thought maybe like they're watching, and they're trying to see if like we're done, so that they could come over to this.
Yeah, there was people in here. Yeah, there was people in here. Let me check my my audio here just to make sure that
we had a theory on both lives here, and he really wanted to make Combat Compas until football talk, but we're here.
Athir was making sure that we were going to come back, and we were actually going to do this show, and we're like, Athir, yes, we're doing it. So, all right, Vic, let's get going with NFL Rapid Fire.
Yeah, my let me fix my.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me.
But yeah, we had guys. You guys need to go check that out. We had a lot of fun over there. We talked about the Canelo fight. We were both at the Canelo fight, so make sure you guys check that out. We have a bunch of videos on on Compas Instagram. We jumped up some more viewers on Instagram, Gilbert, if you saw that.
Yes, we did. Over 11K. I like that.
Slowly but surely, we're building it up. So yeah, we had that. We did some videos on TikTok. We did some other stuff on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check it out. Athir, go ahead. Throw your question if you'd like.
This is the time here where Victor's.
I know. There you go. Hey, no, I'll give him credit. He threw some boxing questions over there for you.
Yeah, I like that.
DZ says Tomlin's presses are gold.
Yeah,
I truly.
But they're kind of tough because he kind of has a lot of coach speak, but you have to kind of weed through the gold mine, similar to Jim Harbaugh, right?
Yeah. Dude, that's why I'm saying like you could definitely do a story on the isms from both coaches. Hurts at quarterback for a running back playing the spot. Lamar Jr. Dan has a lot to say about that. So, hey, we appreciate you guys jumping on and being ready for us. I was so surprised when I saw the comments. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, he's here. He's here. Here he is.
Make that guy wait. You're making those wait.
I don't know if you caught that right there or not. I said a naughty word. I apologize.
I didn't hear it, but that's the way you're starting with a naughty word.
You know what's funny? I have one thing to say. I'm glad the music stopped. Is everybody ready? Ready for the word of the show? Minnesota!
Oh, yeah? How about your Lions? How about that?
There it is.
How about your Eagles and my Falcons? How about that?
We're talking about my Eagles. Those are nothing of mine. Those are nothing of mine, pal. Let me tell you, this is the only thing that's mine.
You can't even brag this week. You beat a JV team in Carolina.
Are you serious? Now we want to talk about wins?
Go play a big boy team.
Who have the Falcons played? They couldn't put the Steelers away, for God's sake. They couldn't even score.
They beat the Eagles. What are you talking about?
They have a wildcat offense, and they can't put up points. What are we doing?
I don't know. I could play better.
They're going up against a wildcat offense. It's a joke. Oh, no. This guy, I'm so sick of this.
All right, keep talking.
We could agree here, Dan. I am tired of Shedeur Sanders too.
Oh, I'm tired of all of them. Yeah, this is just so stupid. Like like in my mind, if you're trying to win a national championship and that's the goal, why are you worried about Colorado State? Is Colorado State making the top 12? That's what's so funny to me. It's almost like Big Brother wanting to. Am I muted?
No.
What are you pointing at?
I think Fernando's a Shedeur Sanders fan. That's why.
I know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't.
These are not much fun to follow Shedeur. Like
these are not prescription.
I think I'm going to the combine. I think I want to go to the combine just for Shedeur.
Why not? You should. You know who's else going to be? Don't forget about Shiloh. Shiloh going to be at the combine too now.
Okay? Exactly.
Nobody, Boltillo. Nobody.
Speaking of which, Dan, I don't know how familiar you are with What's been going
Shout out,
on?
Robert. I can barely see that comment, but shout out to you. It looks like you support me. Shout out.
I don't know if everybody supports Dan. Dan, I don't know if you've seen anything that's happened on Twitter as of late, but
My feed is wild.
here is oh, by the way, I have something for you guys. If you guys didn't know, well,
Shout
let's
out,
bring
Joe.
on Vic the producer. I do have something hilarious to let you guys know. Let's bring back Vic.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
Got you.
All right, perfect.
Jake,
By
I
the
love
way-
your comment, Jake. That's a great film.
Oh wait, no. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this.
Corn dogs. Jake.
Joe Morley told me today that if Andy Dalton and the Panthers beat the Raiders, he will become a Chargers fan.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
high chance.
Oh, what's up,
Morley.
Jake? How you doing, man? Hey, Jake's one of the good ones. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Jake.
I love that
Yeah.
movie. Semi-pro.
I don't, I don't, I don't
Wow,
know about-
that's
I
what
don't know
George
about that
Morley
one.
said?
Morley, I don't know, man.
Should we have
Dalton
a
is
watch
so
party?
much better than Bryce Young, but that's a
Can
we
you
have a-
imagine?
There he is. There he is.
Oh, he didn't say that. Okay. All right. Yes, they should still win, but I got a word for you, Joe. And yeah, you've had a tough week or a good week. I don't know, Joe. I saw what you did there for the Las Vegas Review Journal.
The Red Rifle is 3-0 against the Raiders. So yeah, that's interesting. Jay, good to see you. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. You will see all the here we go. Dan, are you ready to see what happened on Twitter on Monday morning?
What happened? Let's see it. No, I said, are you ready?
With all the chaos that went down in week 2, one thing stayed consistent.
Oh, I know.
John
Don't
Cena.
even tell me
The
the name. I
Chiefs-
know the fucking lame who wrote that.
Oh, yeah.
You are such a cheerleader, aren't you?
Well, first of all, you're like the typical guys that we troll to get clicks out of. And I didn't write this freaking tweet, by the way.
Do
So
you
don't
not
get,
watch the games? Who do I need to talk to
don't
at
get
SI?
don't get it twisted, but still, the Chiefs always find a way to win. Your Chargers
they-
still have to find a way to beat the
Let me
Chiefs.
tell you how they find a way to win.
Stop
Hey,
complaining. That was a
Are you
freaking
serious?
DPI. That was a defensive
Are you
pass interference.
serious?
Get out of
Dude,
here.
the guy gets set. He's behind him, jumps up vertical. The receiver backs up.
He
and
hit
you're
the
gonna call it-
guy. What
What do you, how is he hitting if the guy
don't you
backs
coach
up into him?
football? First
This
of
is what
all,
I'm talking
blame
about.
the Bengals for punting and not scoring when they needed
Here
to.
we go again with the punt. You like blaming special teams? I don't get
Because
it.
that's a coward way to go. When you know they get all the calls here, and you know Tony Romo's gonna. I shouldn't say this.
Tony
uh,
Tony
gonna-
Romo should start an OnlyFans page about Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what
You would sell a
that's
lot of
a
money
Good way
doing
to
stuff
say
like
it
that.
in a PG-13 way. But they blew the opportunity. Anyways, I didn't write the tweet. I knew it was gonna get people all fired up. But
It got me fired up, damn it. I
if you
can't
read the
stand 'em.
story, I said half the teams in the league probably wouldn't have got that call there. So that was a benefit for them. I give you that. But it was DPI when you at the end of the day.
It's
I
garbage.
knew,
No, it's
I read the
not. No,
story,
it's
so
not.
I just knew that
No,
the
it's
tweet
not.
would fire him.
I was
Dan, you're a
surprised. I was
fan-
like, really? That's what we're going to go with? Whatever.
You're a
It-
fan of PJ Hushmanzada, right?
Yeah, of course, he's one of the best. What happened with TJ Hushmanzada?
Oh,
I saw him.
No.
What's
you're gonna
going
see
on?
what here's what he tweeted out. Give every game to the Chiefs the rest of the season. Refs in favor of every game.
Finally,
Why
finally,
play the game if we know the results beforehand?
finally, we're having someone be real on that platform.
This was
Like,
DPI,
it's
but I get
ridiculous.
I get it. I get it.
Gilberto, I get it. All you nerds and all you guys who watch the new football think this is so hard hitting, cutting edge. This is ridiculous. It's watered down. That's not DPI in any. Why is it always one team benefits from late calls? Why? No one answers me that.
It's
I'll
not-
tell you why. Because they have some idiot pop star up top now, and all of a sudden, and then before, it was just because Mahomes, they wanted to prop him up as the new Brady. It's a joke. It's
Have
a
you
joke.
guys
They're
seen
trying
that?
to turn
Have
the
you
league
seen
into a
that
joke.
stat, Gilbert? DC has it right here. I don't know if this is true.
I
Mahomes
think
has
it's
22
17. I think it's the next
17.
comment.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, 17. Okay. He's had
17 interceptions called back.
Man, you Chargers fans have a lot of time on their hands to dig up these stats here.
But it's so funny to me that you refuse to look at it.
Oh, but they compared
Look
it
at
to
the Super
Brady.
Bowls.
Brady
I-
had-
all
I've
three
seen enough
Super Bowls-
football. This is a great
all
team. This
three
is a
Super Bowls.
dynasty. They got back-to-back Super Bowls. It's not all help from the refs.
Your bar is so low. You need to hang out with JC and Eddie. It's
I
so
get
crazy.
that your
It's
homer
so crazy.
your homer goggles are on, but admit it, they're
That's
a great
not-
team.
No, they're
They've
not.
won back-to-back Super Bowls. If they get 3, Are you ever gonna give them credit? It's gonna be always officials,
I'll give
always
them
an
credit.
excuse.
I'll give him credit when it's not a Super Bowl where it's
Oh,
decided on a late call.
You're never
Where
gonna
it
see
ends
that
the
day.
game. You're telling me the official plays no part.
Did
Watch
you
the tape.
Did you complain that much when the Patriots won every single year?
Are you kidding? The Patriots actually had good teams. They actually were violent. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
because they weren't in your division. You don't have the homer goggles on.
What
But
are you
okay.
talking? I don't care that they're in my division. The problem is I watched the tape. I know what's going on.
Daniel was fine when the Broncos won the Super Bowl that one
They
year.
won
He
it
was like,
fair.
"Oh,
They dominated. They dominated. This is ridiculous. The only thing sometimes they get pissed about with them are the Patriots where the pick plays, but that's in the red zone anyway. Stop them before they get the red zone.
I'm always tired of hearing Dan complain about the refs. There's calls all the time in the NFL that don't go people's way. Stop complaining and just go move on with your life.
Oh yeah. There's calls that don't go. So why is it only one team that benefits? You never refuse to answer.
Every
that
fan
question.
base feels like, well, besides the Chiefs, feels like, oh, we never get the
No,
call.
no,
That's
no.
fans
Oh
do.
no.
The Chiefs
Oh
fans
no,
do.
sir. They'll find a way to
then everybody,
complain.
everybody. Well, they should know they have it nice. I'm not gonna totally disagree, Dan, but after a while, it's like I'm tired of hearing this excuse. Like they're a good team.
Okay. So why play the game? TJ Houshmandzadeh has a point. Why play the game? They're a good team. They get the calls.
I get it. They've got to this point. People are tired of them, but like
No,
it's like
It's not the tired. If they were actually winning legit, I'm fine. I have no problem. But again, 3 Super Bowls decided late in the game by an
this one
official.
was an obvious
That kills the
DPI. It's just go
It's
score
not
a point, Joe
soft.
Burrow. Jamar
It's
Chase, stop
soft.
complaining to the ref and go do
It's
something.
soft. Oh yeah, Jamar Chase
didn't
was a dumbass. I don't know
I
what
didn't
that was.
understand that complaint by. I think Jamar was frustrated that he didn't have the stats. He didn't have all the yards. So he's like, but you cost your team 15 yards with that.
Yeah.
With crying right there. And then the other point was Joe Burrow put the ball on the ground. He basically
Yeah, he
the
fumbled.
Chiefs offense didn't do anything when Isaiah Pacheco went
Oh,
down.
no. Didn't you hear him? He said they're a great team. Damn it, they score and they hold them to points. Shut up,
By the
Brown.
way,
Don't
Gil-
push in the narrative.
Gilbert,
Harrison Butker made the field goal. A lot of people don't make field goals sometimes. It happens.
no, that guy's automatic.
Yeah.
With his speeches and with his field goals. He's automatic. What did you
Was he in
Gilbert,
the
what,
kitchen?
yeah, Gilbert, what did you make of Kareem Hunt getting signed by them? I didn't like Kareem Hunt last year with
I know it's not the same guy. You know what?
Yeah.
This might be your moment down here because they need Pacheco. He's a very underrated running back, and
Good. Be
if
out
you
the rest of
become
the year.
you become one dimensional, and if people are taking away Xavier Worthy, like it's gonna be tough because you need.
You don't
Hollywood
think
Brown isn't even going to
He's
play the whole
hurt.
season.
Rasheed
come
Rice is the
on.
only one that's
That guy doesn't
consistently
need
making
no rest.
plays for Patrick Mahomes, but yeah, Pacheco gave you some kind of balance there.
Didn't
and
he
you-
commit a crime or something allegedly?
Yeah, you got another law. Even the law's giving you plays. So I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dan, I'm not gonna disagree. They get a lot of calls, but that one is kind of like, shut up, people. That's a DPI, but whatever.
No, it's not. It's soft.
Okay, we're gonna keep going to that. But Pacheco.
Let me ask you something. In Troy Polamalu's age or Ed Reed, is that a call? No, it's not. No one even cares. No one bats an eye. But because it's their beloved,
Well, you got to change the rules. The rules
You
change for a
can't-
reason. Catch up with the playbook.
are you serious? Rules change for a
Well,
reason?
because of because I saw people getting decapitated in the 80s doesn't mean it's going to be the same kind of play
Good.
call.
Good. You know why? That creates smarter players because they understand there's a penalty, there's a price to pay if they're going to be a dumbass. Now there's no price to pay.
Hey, your team's 2-0, Dan. You should be okay. I know they played the JV Panthers. You don't want to give them credit for that.
Here we go.
You should be
Here we
happy.
go.
Don't worry about them in 2 weeks, okay?
You know what's funny to me? We talked about on this program before. Someone said the Vikings are going to win 3 games. They're over to 1-2.
Hold on.
I
before-
said-
all right.
I
Oh,
said-
you're getting ahead of yourself.
Wow.
there.
Before we go over,
I was
I
gonna
know
say,
where I am.
let's
Steven,
stick-
he just
Gilbert,
winds me
Gilbert,
up
They,
and I
they only
just
remember
go.
my losses, by the way. They never get my wins right.
By the way, just real quick.
They always remember the
oh,
negative.
Gilbert and then Vic and then Dan, you can close this segment out.
Okay.
Should the Chiefs be concerned about Travis Kelce?
I forgot who went first.
You.
Okay. No, because I saw what I saw last year. The guy, wasn't doing much in the regular season, and by the time it came to playoff, big boy football,
Turn it on.
turn it on. Yeah.
Wow.
He's so used to it, and-
Wow.
come on. He balled out in the playoffs. He had, that
We're just
Taylor
running
Swift
in
magic,
circles.
He
I'm gonna
made-
get you JC and Eddie's number so you guys can talk about how much you want to lower the standard for.
Yeah,
me.
the greatest tight end of all time, Travis Kelce, 3 Super
Are
Bowls.
you
by the way.
serious? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
The way he stepped up in the playoffs, that's what they need him to do. But
stepped up.
here's the negative: you don't know when Father Time gets you. You really do not. And if he looks worse than he did last year, that could definitely be something there. I thought this offense is going to be much better with Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice and Pacheco, but I'm with you for now. Pacheco thing is definitely underrated there. And hey, the Falcons defense is playing well. They look good. Maybe they'll catch them. Maybe they'll beat them this week. I don't know. But when you're one-dimensional, Cowboys, by the way, get a running game. It's going to be a problem for you. So I think too soon on Kelsey.
Rob.
But it could be some issues here. But that's the thing with the Chiefs. They could probably just win 9 games or 10 games and still win the AFC West. Sorry, Chargers fans. And they'll be fine. It's just you hit it at cruise control, and then when the playoffs come around, they'll find the way.
No. Goodell will help them find a way. He says, come on, little darling. Come on this
Vic,
way.
What do you think they should be concerned about Travis Kelce?
I'm not, and I talked about this before during the offseason. I said because we're gonna get the 18-game season eventually, some of these teams are just they're gonna player manage some of their injuries. They're gonna make sure they get enough rest. I mean, we haven't even seen Travis Kelce line up. It used to be where they used to line him up by himself on one side of the field, and he would beat a safety or a corner. They're no longer doing that just because they're waiting till towards the end of the season to be able to do that. So I'm more concerned about the Pacheco, I think. And then one more thing too that I see a lot of Charger fans that are really excited about the game 2 weeks from now. Like, I wouldn't go past the Steelers game yet. Like, the Steelers they might not have an offense, but they're a legit, competitor. I already saw Brand from Good Morning Football already talking about that game, and I'm just like, can we slow down here? Like, we need if you're a Chargers fan, concentrate on the Steelers before you move on to the Chiefs. So I just thought that was interesting.
Well, I mean, I think fans don't care because it's not like they have, in a sense, anything to do with it. So that's why they kind of jump. Like, I'm sure Jim and all them are like Steelers. I mean, you heard him. What did he say? Like, he said it took him back to his old high school days of when he played. That's how tough the Steelers are. And I was like, what? Or like, sometimes in these pressures, like you said, Gilbert, about Tomlin, like you have to kind of weed around and find something from them. But all right, Dan, should everybody be concerned about Travis Kelce or the Chiefs?
Talking about the Steelers real quick. I think this defense is going to hold them to 10 or under. And if you can score 13 points,
starts at quarterback?
What?
Who starts at quarterback?
Yeah, the best running back they have on their team. They're in a wildcat offense. Play. The best running back they have on their team.
The Steelers have scored 1 touchdown this season, by the way.
And if it's Danger Russ, even better. They won't score any points. They'll turn the ball over.
This is going to be a 12-9 game, huh?
Hey, if I win, I don't care. Pound the rock, baby.
Especially with the way I know. I think Atir brought it up about the kicking situation. Kicking field goals 50 plus is going to be an issue there. So
sorry, Joe.
You got to make sure you hit those shorter ones. Because
Boswell and Dicker, what a game!
Yeah, I know.
Although Dicker missed last time, and I was pissed about that. But anyway, going back to this, I'm not worried for a second.
Perfectionist.
I'm only worried if he proposes to Taylor Swift, because if he proposes to Taylor Swift, it's a wrap. It's gonna be their wedding's gonna be at the 50-yard line after the game with the confetti. Everything else, ratings for Goodell. Maybe he'll make it on Time Magazine Person of the Year. He'll get excited, be all up in the video, all up on the confetti stand and everything else.
Hey, Suge Knight was right, by the way.
I know. The guy that was in the video finally got arrested.
I think it's silly, honestly, that you think they can win 10 games and win the division when I told you Chargers are going to win 10 games at least, if not 13.
Fine. Okay.
I don't understand.
I was just trying to throw by 11.
I don't know how to tell you this. This is not the same old Chargers. I think they're going to split.
Even the Raiders might get 8 or 9.
Come on, guys.
That's
fine.
He even froze when he said that. That's the funniest part.
I freeze?
Gilbert did. No, Gilbert froze when he said 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah, I don't know how much I buy that. No offense to Vic, but I'm not get 3 sacks. Steelers win 16-9. Yeah, keep smoking the devil's lettuce, Joe. Have a good time, dude. Let me know what you see up there in the 9th dimension. But no. It's gonna be a close. It's gonna come down to the wire.
Kimes was trying to trade Matthew Stafford.
Here we go. Here we go. You're really trying to get me riled up with all of the
Stafford, Mahomes, Herbert, Bo Nix in the division. That'd be sick.
Oh, by the
Stafford for
way,
who?
I do give credit to Gilbert on that one. Everybody was saying, "Hey, Bone," like there was a lot of notable names at that practice that Gilbert was at, and they were all hyping Bo Nix up. And Gilbert's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Get credit.
He
I get
missed
credit.
on some throws.
We talking about
he rushed
practice?
throws. Like what?
We talking about practice?
I was like, he just missed a throw there. Why don't you tweet about that?
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
That's Gilberto's like mantra. Everyone points out my failures, but no one tells me when I'm right.
And I'll
on,
have you
man.
answer this one.
Do you know why you're Gilberto? Damn it, that is why.
I've embraced it. I'm like Canelo at speaking
Dude,
English.
thank God. Embrace it. Be the heel, dude. Bury everybody. My question: 4th and 2 at the What is this? What is this? I can barely read this.
Why is it a pair?
Under-
Fourth and two
Under
at the
2
Pittsburgh-
minutes at the 20 each will.
Why is this so specific?
What is this? Talking
Game
about
time
field
at
goals?
20.
Sure. Dicker will make it. On to the next.
Make it
I don't
easy
know.
for you guys by saying what exactly what he was saying. He's pretty much saying that if both teams are within a 50-yard field goal, do you go and kick the field goal, or do you play precision there, kind of like what you saw from Antonio Pierce?
Tomlin's taking the field goal all day.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
that's
Tomlin's taking the field goal. I think Jim might go.
Yeah,
I think
he
yeah,
might
Jim's.
go.
I think Jim might go.
He has that college game background. They're a little more risky. I feel like.
Yeah. Remember what he did against Alabama, that 4th and 2, and he decided to go for it, backed up in his own end zone. So yeah, I think Jim would. I definitely think Jim would go.
Yes, I have in a tier
Shout out.
All right. Real quick with each of you guys. Main takeaway from the Monday Night Football game. Obviously, the Eagles lost that game at the end. Everybody was blaming the Eagles for not running the football at the end and just burning out the clock. Obviously,
Let's
they
see
tried to
what
go
our
with
time manager expert up here is going to say.
Oh, actually, I want to hear what you're going to say.
They tried to go. They decided to throw a pass to Saquon Barkley. He was wide open. He dropped it. So that was the Kirk Cousins then came back, and for some reason the
Captain Kirk.
the Eagles couldn't stop him.
Kiss
and
my
they ended
ass.
up
Why didn't
scoring
you do that in week 1?
Dan, you better go for Kirk. You know who's playing this weekend?
Who?
The Chiefs.
Well, he better. It's not on Monday night, right, or whatever. He
It's
better
on
play out of his
Monday
mind.
night. It is on Monday night.
Damn it!
No, it's like some
Sunday
crappy
night.
game. It might
Sunday
be
night or
Sunday
Monday
night.
night? One of
No,
those.
the
two.
Monday night games. There's 2.
Oh yeah,
and
there's
they're
2.
both
No, it's
crappy.
Sunday night
Oh,
game. It's Sunday
Bengals.
night.
Bengals, Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
and something
Bills
else.
and Jaguars.
They
There
really
you
want
go.
to put Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels on primetime this early, huh?
They suck. They both suck, and that's your boy. Sorry.
You'll get to them.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. What did Vic? I'll start off with you. What did you make of this game?
Man, it seems like I was finally ready to buy into Nick Sirianni getting his guys back and being able to kind of push this team forward. And I even put him in my power rankings last week just because I thought finally he figured things out. And unfortunately, they're still having the same problems. And I'm sure one of you guys will take care of the time management thing. I think my biggest problem still with this team, even with Big Fangio, is their defense. Their linebacking core still gives me, it doesn't give me much confidence. I thought the rookie cornerback was really good in this game, but outside of him, and Jalen Carter, they need more dudes. They just don't have enough dudes on defense. Offensively, it's there, but it's pretty much Jalen Hurts running around trying to make plays. And then the thing I honestly did not understand why don't you give the ball to your best player on offense without AJ Brown, and that was Saquon Barkley. Why are you throwing a pass there instead of running the ball with him? I just didn't understand that, but that was my biggest takeaway. The good on the Falcons for coming back. They really needed. They have a tough schedule, but I just feel like we're seeing the same problems we saw at the end of the season with the Eagles, guys.
I love this. Dan's like the water in Mexico, no filter.
Shout out.
Gilbert, go ahead.
Yeah, my biggest problem is Saquon catch the damn ball. Like the play was well executed. You would have won the game right there. So I got no issue with Nick Sirianni giving the ball to his best playmaker on the night, the one that you paid for, because you don't pay running back. So Kellen Moore, I thought it was a well-designed play. Jalen Hurts put it on the money. Maybe a little tough on the run that you're going to make an excuse, but Barkley dropped it, and he owned up to it. I respect that. He said it was on me. He got paid big money. He's been one of the best pass catching running backs in the NFL. Him and CMC, and you just dropped it. That's the thing where I kind of feel like, why are people forgetting that the guy dropped the ball? Like, it's hindsight's 2020. Yeah, he could have ran the football. Yeah, he could have killed the clock. Maybe you get a couple yards and you go for it on the tush push for the 4th down and you win the game. There are so many scenarios, but the point is the play was right there and they blew it. You could have caught it. But Victor is spot on the defense. That defense is not good. They only got 2 players, like you mentioned, Jalen Carter and Quinion Mitchell. Cooper DeJean got in the game late, but he can't even make it in week 1 because he hasn't been, I guess, that good. A lot of old players on that team, and I raised my hand because I got credit. I called them a little overrated. I was kicking myself for picking them to win the NFC East. NFC is kind of crappy to me, so I just did it. But I did not like them for contenders or Super Bowl team, and people did. They're overrated defensively. But I'm okay with Sirianni going for it. He's trying to get belief on his team. On the day you did not have AJ Brown, but they blew it. And one more thing, I just started laughing when Drake London couldn't believe he caught that ball. Like, this is what primetime football is? This is how you win games in Atlanta? That was pretty hilarious.
And did you see what he got a flag for? Like, we were just talking about the Chiefs, and I mean that was terrible. Like
Oh yeah, that was a long field goal for Cole. Cool.
Yeah, he was going like this, and he gave him a
just
flag
the
for
guys.
that.
But you know why he was pissed, right? He was pissed because the flag happened on like it was supposed to be enforced on the kickoff, not the extra point, right? Like I thought that's what Raheem Morris was yelling at them.
You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I was thrown off. I thought that's gonna be in the kickoff. I'm like, you're gonna set him up for a field goal, dummy. But then he got the extra point, which is far for Young Way, but he nailed it for them, not for you, Chargers fans. But sorry, Joe.
Well, you forgot to add the Cardinals and Commanders on here.
I'm a Rams fan. I picked them against the other team twice. I picked the Lions. I picked the Cardinals. Do your research first, Boltillo.
Dan,
words, by the way, Boltillo 93.
Dan, what did you think?
I'm tired of hyping up running quarterbacks. I'm sick of it.
No, that's not it.
We're not it. We're going in later. Okay. Yeah, it was stupid. I think it was the 3rd down play when they did that play action pass. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid, dude. Run the football. You have the 2 best running backs in the league in your backfield, Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley.
Like, I thought Justin Fields was the best running back.
Okay, fine. The second best. The second best.
Jackson.
The third best. The third best running back at playing quarterback.
We're just setting you up for later.
Why would you not just run the football and kill the clock? Then, like you said, just go for it on the tush push or whatever you want. You seal the game. But, not killing the clock to me, especially when they were out of timeouts, was the stupidest thing ever, because you literally not taking off the 40 seconds it would take is what allowed them to drive down the field and score a touchdown. It's idiotic. It was bad time management. I'm sorry. What's up, Dan?
I'm
teaching Gilberto some football. Yeah, shout out, Kay. Shout out.
Okay, yeah. Dan's letting people off the hook for not catching the football. I think you got to catch the football in the
letting
NFL.
People off football, or sorry, no, I'm saying the play selection. I don't like the play selection.
Yeah, but it was open. Catch the ball.
Catch the football. Yeah. But I'm not a fan of Kellen
Okay,
Moore
I got
either.
worried about you.
I'm not a fan of Kellen Moore either. But yeah, no. I totally agree. Catch the damn football. He was wide open. But again, I think the risk is too big there. Low reward. Just freaking run the football. Kill the clock.
I was more impressed with Gilbert's favorite sport is football. I was very
Americano. Don't get that wrong.
The Falcons drive I thought was kind of impressive.
No,
low-key.
That's what I was going to say. I was more
impressed
with the Falcons and the fight that they had. Man, I never thought I'd have so much fun watching 2 safeties play, but watching Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates together, holy crap.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. That's your buddy
friend
there.
of the show, right?
Yeah. All right. Don't even acknowledge that. Good username. I like it, by the way.
Oh, he reminded me. I have a joke about that later. Let me know when we get there.
I was just really I was really impressed with the way that I was really impressed with the Falcons and showing that fight. And then Drake London, he made some pretty big pity.
Oh, you pity the fool?
Pretty big grabs. I was
the moves on Darius Slay.
Fight.
I mean Darius or Slay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, Darius Slay, and he even like somebody tweeted out actually at like right after the game. Watch tonight at 2 a.m. Darius Slay's going to tweet out, "Oh, that's on me. I'll be better." And yeah, 2 or 3 hours later, Darius Slay tweets out, "That was on me. I'll be better. I owe you guys one." But I think the Falcons, I think it's going to take them a little bit to kind of get going. But I think Monday's game was a very impressive. And I think it's going to show that the Falcons slowly but surely will get this figured out. What's his name also from Matthew Judon also had a big impact in the game. I was really impressed with him.
My
So,
pick.
yeah, I think that they're a very impressive
Here we
team, and I think the
go.
Falcons are going to get better. But no, Brett, that's not going to happen. Kyle Pitts to the Chargers is not going to happen. They're pretty happy with the team that they have. Dan's not happy with
The tight ends
some
are
of the
killing
tight
me.
ends.
Those-
They're
this
pissing
week-
me off.
No,
Will Disley.
well, Dan was okay with Disley. It's Hayden Hurst and and Eric Tomlinson, the guy that dropped. Remember, Herbert was falling down and he made that pass, and
Yeah.
that wasn't celebrated, right, Dan?
Don't worry,
Like,
that's not on
celebrities-
ESPN. That's not on ESPN. He doesn't have losers in college cosplaying him when he's the better quarterback. Ridiculous.
All right, let's move on to Dan and Vic. What are your takeaways from week 2? Vic, I will let you go first.
That
All
really
right.
pisses you off, huh?
That
Nebraska
is
kid.
weird. I'm with you. I'm
I
with
hate
with
him.
Dan. That is really weird now.
I don't
Like,
follow college football like that. Is he a good quarterback at least? Is that
he is.
Supposedly, you
Okay.
lit
Yeah,
up.
but he's cosplaying them, and it's fucking.
you lit up-
weird. Sorry.
you lit up
I almost
Colorado.
said the F word there.
well, anybody could do that, but
All right, let me go ahead and give my takeaway here, and I'm gonna say this: it's time to give the defensive coordinator some loves. Like everybody knows, Mike McDonald, Vic Fangio, Steve Spagnuolo, Lou Anarumo, Raheem Morris, Dan Quinn, Todd Bowles, Brian Flores, Dennis Allen, Jim Schwartz, D'Amico Ryans, and the GOAT, of course, Bill Belichick. We all know those guys. They're either head coaches or doing stuff that's innovative in the NFL right now. But I kind of want to talk about the young up and coming defensive coordinators, guys who people don't talk about. And I'll start with the Chargers. I'll talk about Jesse Minter. Jesse Minter is someone that I know Fernando was talking about this last week in terms of the fact that with the Ravens, actually it was on Monday yesterday, about how the Ravens were really upset that they lost a lot of dudes to the Chargers, and I think one of them was Jesse Minter. They really wanted to get Jesse Minter as a replacement for Mike McDonald, but Jesse Minter, he's a ride or die guy with Harbaugh. Wherever Harbaugh's going to go, that's where he was going to go. But what he's doing with a lot of this simulated pressure is actually better than what I saw from Mike McDonald. You see guys like Ryan Nielsen with the Jaguars, Patrick Graham with the Raiders, Jeff Ulbrich with the Jets. Terrell Austin is another guy that Charger fans should know about with the Steelers right now. What he's doing with that Steelers defense is also really impressive. Everybody talks about Mike Tomlin and they forget about Terrell Austin. Nick Rawlins with the Cardinals. I had people in the comments at House of Horn saying, well, the reason people didn't pick the Cardinals was because they have they don't have a lot of names. And that's because if you're a good coach, you scheme it up. And not a lot of people know about Nick Rawlins. And that's part of the problem that I have with some of the pundits as Gilbert went on that rant. He was correct. And then some other guys to kind of keep in mind is DeMarcus Covington and Bobby Babbage. It's time to give these guys what they're doing. I know a lot of people are talking about how bad the quarterbacks look right now. Well, a major part of that is the defensive coordinators, the young up and coming ones are doing their job. And then now it's time for, as I talked about last week, the offensive coordinators need to make the adjustment to what these guys are doing. So it's been impressive to see a lot of these young up and coming DCs, and I just wanted to make sure they got their flowers because through 2 weeks they're the ones dominating the NFL.
I remember some Steeler fans wanted Terrell Austin out a couple of years ago, and now he's back to being on top. I mean, they have Cam Hayward, TJ Watt. They have the Hightower guy on the opposite side of Watt, and then they have Minka Fitzpatrick. They have some playmakers on that Steelers defense. Oh my God. I saw a lot of Charger fans doing that because there was a play where Nick Bosa was defending Justin Jefferson. He was on somebody.
He dropped into
And-
coverage.
Yeah, and people were like, "What
Uh.
is this?" So yeah,
I
He's
don't
not
get
even
that.
the DC though, but yeah,
I
get
know.
it.
Gilbert, but you talked to for the people freaking out here about Minter. Minter basically said he was going to stay with Harbaugh, right? I mean,
Yeah, like the one thing I took away was like he said there's no other coach that he would rather play for or coach for or work with. There you go. And he's worked with John Harbaugh. Like I'm sure he didn't have that in mind. We're like, yeah, Jim is better than John. But he said from any head coach out there, like I bet the only time he'll leave if he has his own head coaching opportunity, right? That's when you leave.
well,
But,
and if he has a Super Bowl,
and
I think they're kind of like a package deal until they get
that's
that
true
job
too.
done.
That's a good point. They want to do this together. 'Cause he did talk about like, hey, we made the goal and we'll get in the Natty in Michigan. Now we want to complete the goal here and win the Super Bowl in the NFL. So yeah, they're kind of a package deal, and that kind of is a credit to Jim Harbaugh and the way he prioritizes both sides of the ball. Like obviously he was a quarterback in his day, but he also is all about smash mouth football. And
Yeah, tough
that's what I'm going to say good things about the Chargers here. Like that's what I like about Jim Harbaugh, that I wasn't sure which guy we're going to get from 9 years ago, but all the innovation that he did in college football, he's bringing it over and mixing it in with the blend with the principles and the foundation. Run the football, play tough nose football, but also, hey, it's okay to get a little creative and innovative every now and then. So, but yeah, and then Victor, to your point, yeah, that's why, to give myself credit, that's why I was okay with taking. I was okay with taking a chance on the Cardinals. Very good offense with talent, but people just look at the names on the roster. They got no edge rushers. They got Buda Baker, and that's it. Well, if you're paying attention, you saw that they played hard for the coach. So he's coaching them up pretty well when you have a crappy roster, and then you're winning these games you weren't supposed to win. They beat the Cowboys, they beat the Eagles, they beat the Steelers. So they're playing hard for him. Now you mix in some talent, you could coach it up. And yeah, they took advantage of a injury-depleted offensive line with the LA Rams there, but you schemed it up to your advantage. They didn't have Aiden Hutchinson, but it looked like it the way they beat up Matthew Stafford. So these DCs are doing a fine job, excellent job stopping these quarterbacks, limiting the play. But besides Derek Carr, he's a problem. You got to figure out how to stop Derek Carr. But other than that, these offenses are pretty terrible right now.
I think a lot of people are also not frustrated, but they're kind of relieved because you see a lot of the players that the Chargers have right now. And the way it's only 2 weeks, and I completely understand that. But you still have to be really impressed with, 13 points allowed to 2 NFL offenses. But I think what people are frustrated, and that's what Vic said, the Chargers defenses have Bosa, Mack, and Derwin as their big names, but everybody else are players that they had last year. And I remember before this season, and again, I know 2 games in, I was like, that defensive line does not look good to me. It just because I remember them from Staley's defense. And then you see them now and you're like, who the hell are some of these guys? Like, that's not the way they were playing last year. So that's why it's very impressive to see what they're doing. And that's when you have good coaching, what happens when you have good coaching. But all right, Dan, let's go to you. What do you have for us today?
I'm sick of running quarterbacks. That's not why you pay them. I think it's ridiculous that, you pay Lamar Jackson, you pay Jalen Hurts, you pay some of these guys. And the first thing they always mention is their mobility or their ability to run. Like, that's not what this is about. Same with Josh Allen. That's not what this is about. I need the bastard to stand in the pocket, read the defense, and make the correct throw. And I think quarterback play is probably at the lowest it's ever been. I think it doesn't take much to beat a lot of these mobile quarterbacks, because if you have disciplined pass rushing lanes and you keep them in the pocket, I don't think they're going to be able to sling it. That ability to run and extend plays, I think that's what makes them better. I was telling someone this the other day. When it comes to Mahomes, all he can hit slant, screen, hitch, just quick routes. If not, he's going to extend the play and find someone eventually. You keep him in the pocket.
Or a flag will come out, right, Dan?
Oh, that's obvious. I didn't even want to go there because I don't want to upset Gilberto up there again. But
I couldn't tell if you were giving him credit or not, but I think you did.
No. They have to do these gimmicky things because that's all he can do. He can't stand in the pocket and sling it. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think he can. He can.
Okay, 3 Super Bowls. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Do you understand they're one bad call away from having 0?
You mean 3 bad calls?
Oh, sorry. But I meant 1 in each game from 0. Yeah. Think about that. A holding call against the Niners last year 3rd and 15. You don't think that changes the game?
I'm not
They
going
made
to
the one on Nick
five.
Bosa.
I'm
Remember
going to
Nick
ask you
Bosa?
who's your
Yeah.
favorite quarterback, and then I'm going to ask you how many playoff wins does he have, and just
Oh,
leave it
that's
at
fine.
that.
I'll tell you 0. I'll tell you 0. But let's look at this. Let's look at why he has 0.
No, I don't want to talk about
Then-
running
then
quarterbacks.
why do you bring it up? I'm talking about talent for talent. Talent for talent.
Why do you
Uh-huh.
guys
I
let
do
him
not want
finish?
running quarterbacks. I want guys who are going to stand in the pocket and sling it. I give Allen a little more. Oh God! Exactly.
Fernando, let him
Formation.
finish.
Lulu formations. Quarterbacks should be able to throw from a pocket. I think quarterbacks right now are the most expendable position because they all suck. I don't think they're very important. I don't think you should be paying these guys. I think it's absolutely idiotic that the Cowboys paid Dak 60. I think what they pay Lawrence 55 or 56, something
Not good.
stupid.
Jared Goff.
Are you ready? Here's my other week 2 takeaway. So, is there a bell on this thing or no?
Yeah, Vic, I think, has one.
Do you have a
Yes.
bell?
Yes.
Hit the bell.
Hold on.
Give him a
I
second.
got you.
Yeah, and you look amazing today, by the way.
Shout out. I appreciate you. Nostradamus is already correct 2 weeks into the season. I said the Dolphins would regret paying Tua. Lo and behold, look what the hell happened. Absolutely insane. I don't understand. Yeah, that's why. Oh, get this guy out of here. Get this bum out of here. But that is always like my biggest thing. I think the quarterback position today is so overpaid for the value they bring. I don't think half of these guys deserve that money, except the son of Odin. I wish he would have taken less, but that's a different story. But I'm just over the whole thing. I'm over quarterbacks.
By the way, Dan, did you know do you like fun facts?
I love fun facts, especially when they have to do with Gilberto.
Do you know that there are 9 quarterbacks making 50 plus this season? They are combined 7-11 so far.
Wow.
The only one that is 2-0 is your
Say it.
quarterback.
Say his name. Shout out.
Nah, that's more of the coach doing the work, but I'm not just kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
We got a lot of hate.
But
We
yeah,
got a lot of hate.
You're right, Dan. Talent for talent. Herbert is top 5. I'll give you that. But if you're asking me, I think the pocket guy is CJ Stroud, and he's 2-0 right now. So when you play in the pocket and you
fine. Yeah,
throw
he's
darts,
good. Look at
that's good
Caleb.
too.
Look at Caleb. He's
not a pocket
always
guy.
trying. He's
Yeah.
trying to escape, trying to move too much. And it was funny because to his credit, that little moron, the whole time we were watching the game FaceTiming, he goes, he thinks he's still playing Utah State. He thinks he's still playing Utah State. That was kind of funny.
Well, you can't beat Utah, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Utah
yeah,
State or
true.
whoever. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah, I was like, who cares?
No, but you're right. That quarterback play, the first 2 games have been atrocious, and I should know because I can't find a quarterback on fantasy
That
football.
you like? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But honestly, like that's why it's hard to give guys like Derek Carr credit, but he's playing well. I don't. It's in the pocket within the
Yeah.
scheme, and sometimes when you trust your OC Clint Kubiak, who should get a lot of the credit, it works that way. And
Shout out.
Even Josh Allen, for the most part, is trying to be a pocket guy. It's not natural for him, but when he's making plays, and like I think the first week, Dan, he threw it to 10 guys, 10 targets to 10 different players.
Yeah.
And then even Baker Mayfield is doing great. And he had a couple runs last week that might have pissed you off. It's a career high 11-yard run touchdown right there. But he won the game with that touchdown. But it's just like 5 guys who are playing well right now. I think I listed them all: Allen, CJ, and Herbert. He's doing his job. But I'm waiting for the moment he's in a 2-minute drill and do what you got to do, Herbert. Talent for talent, go ahead and do it. But he hasn't had that yet. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But
that's going to be
like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
We're all behind you guys. Even
Look at that.
Say.
Hey, as a team, we do this. Let's go. Hey, team on 3. One.
When Mahomes does that, you just laugh. He's some cartoon character. No one cares.
Why?
He just says, "Oh, there's a camera.
Sounds like a cartoon.
There's a camera. Let me do it. Let me talk, guys." Better than the guy in Chicago.
Yeah, no, and I was just gonna say. I mean, I was gonna bring it up in Crossfire there but I had audio problems. But I mean, just look at who won this week. You had guys like Malik Willis, Sam Darnold, Derek Carr, Minshew. They all won, and then you had the $50 million guys who lost, like Dak. You had Trevor Lawrence,
$60 million for that guy.
$60 million. Like they were all making over that much. So I mean, it just goes to show you that just because you're paying these guys, Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff were the other two.
Oh.
That's another
Yeah.
name I never want
Jalen
to hear
Hurts
again.
lost to 50 million.
I don't
Yeah.
want to hear Lamar Jackson. I'm done. I'm done with him. You know what was funny?
we'll get
When I
I'm
was
done with
We'll
Trevor
get to that.
Lawrence, I feel like, by the way.
We'll
He
get
Oh,
to
is
that.
yeah,
All
I'm
right.
done with him too. You know what was
Let's go to
funny?
our,
When I was watching
Compas and-
all right, let me just do this one thing and then we'll move on. What I was laughing at with on Sunday watching Sam Darnold kind of sling it, all I could hear is,
get the
I've
hell
seen
outta
enough of Sam Darnold. I've seen enough.
Which,
here. Get the
by the
hell
way,
outta
Dan,
here.
I'm a little disappointed in the tiebreaker because I was hoping you picked the Vikings so we'd have
No.
more stuff to throw at Gilbert.
That would have
but
pissed me off. You guys
Oh,
are
I
really
forgot.
You guys are
I
really
forgot.
falling after 2
Can you
weeks.
handle my lightweight?
Overreactions.
That guy's an idiot. Why are you even talking to him? That guy's an idiot.
All right, let's go to
the way it gets quiet to read a comment Dan does is it's pretty funny.
Dude, I have to get in there. I can't see. I can't see.
let's go to the Compas NFL Power Rankings.
Let's go.
Vic, why don't you go first?
All right, I'll start it off. I'll start off with the hated Chiefs. Number 2, the
Trash.
Bills. The number 3, the Texans. 4, the Bucs. 5, the Vikings.
Get outta
And the
here.
reason I
They're
put
not
the
top
Vikings
5.
in here is because of out of the surprise 2-0 teams, they had the most impressive win over the 49ers. That's the only reason I put them up here.
The
from
Saints won in Dallas on the road.
Who did they play?
Right,
Are you
who did they
serious?
play?
The Cowboys?
They had a 16-game winning streak at home. Come on.
I was thinking about this in the shower. I said, if we can't beat
All right,
the
Gilbert,
damn-
go ahead.
They beat them down. Give Derek Carr, your former quarterback, some love. But the way I do power rankings, I don't over.
This guy's an idiot.
Where do you get that picture from?
This idiot in his apps. Oh, I agree, Boltillo. Gilberto Texans are going to be in
That's-
trouble soon.
That's a current picture too, by the way, huh? Yeah, obviously Chiefs. My Texans number 2. That's my team right there. I picked them to go all the way. The Bills, who I had number 1, had them at the number 1 seed in the AFC, and people, oh, look at the Jets, look at the Dolphins. Like, get out of here. Bills are still doing what they're doing. The Bucs, Fernando
Picking favorites. You see that? All he picks is favorites, and then he calls us the
doing
idiots.
and of like, let's not overreact. There's 2 games. Here's the real big boys, and then the 2 teams I kind of, I'm impressed with. The Bucs are one of them. They made my top 5. I'm not sure they're Super Bowl contenders, but they're getting to that point, Fernando. I'm not there yet, like you. That sounded weird. But number 5, Lions lost the game, but they're still going to be there at the end. Let's not overreact too much.
You know why? Because you cursed them. You picked them on Sunday. Damn it.
I picked them to beat the Rams, but whatever. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I'll go next. I'll go Chiefs, Bucks, Bills, Texans, and then the Saints.
There you go.
That is what I think. Man, the Bucks, they went in there.
That's
and,
a good one.
I'm not committed. I'm not faithful. I'm sorry.
Gilberto, a mercenary.
all right, now let us go with Dan's bottom 5. Dan,
Here we
why
go.
don't you-
Put it up there. The Chiefs number 1. They can't do it alone, so I'm tired of it. They're the worst.
Okay.
Ravens, I'm tired of Lamar Jackson choking. Can't
Yeah.
sling it. Not a fan. Panthers, I mean, my God, the sisterhood of the traveling pants might be put up a better fight up there. Eagles, I mean, did not look good. And Bears, I mean, what more can I say? I mean, we
Dan,
saw
Machado just homered.
shout out.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Man,
Who cares about
they were
baseball?
practicing.
No,
body
you know
slam
what
when
to do with
Caleb
that,
Williams
Dan.
was
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Let me text them. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to text your buddies. You know those friends who like to lower standards in the bar? I'm going to text your guys, dude.
What was your number 5, Dan?
The Bears, because my God, they do not look good. And,
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, I know someone on this program is a big fan. Probably asked him where he got his nail polish and stuff.
You're
I'm not a
getting
huge fan of that stuff, but
Hey, I'm not gonna
No.
stand for that. I thought they had a good team. I'm not a Caleb Williams guy. I kept saying the defense is good, which they have, but damn, that offensive line is terrible. And come on, I know you're
now we're going to
trolling
blame
here,
the offensive line.
but the Panthers should be number 1 by far. That's a terrible team. Come on, that's the worst team I've seen in a long time. The Panthers, they should be number
Have him
1
number 1, he's
Like-
saying.
at any ranking. They're
You're
just
going to
terrible.
cry about my ranking now? Really?
Yeah, I know you're trolling, but it just bugs
Everybody
me.
has the Chiefs as their number 1.
The Panthers are terrible.
Everybody had the Chiefs at number 1.
You know,
Dan just had them in a
You know
different
why?
way.
You know why the Panthers are number 3? Because they earned their crappy spot. The Chiefs
Yeah.
got handful, but
Yeah, they
W
don't get
again.
any calls apparently. Yeah,
No, they definitely got screwed. Well, no, they didn't get
they're
screwed.
never
We
in the
dominated.
game to get a call. That's why.
So who cares? Who cares?
All
They
right,
earned it.
Vic, can you put up the Compas? Okay, so number 1, Chiefs. 2 Bills, 3 Texans,
United.
4 Bucks,
Joke.
5 Lions.
I
Did
like
both
that.
You guys have the Lions in yours? No.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
they remember Dan.
Oh,
picked
the
him as
tiebreaker. Damn
Thank
it.
you, Dan.
Yeah,
See,
I was
thank you,
hoping
Dan.
he'd go with
Give
the
me
Vikings.
MCDC,
so we could-
man.
Yeah, Dan's gonna go
Pack-
ACDC no matter
pack up.
what.
Pack a wad full of dip, man.
What does this mean? What is
United.
Oh, United.
No one cares about second-rate teams.
Nobody cares about soccer, but yeah.
Okay,
No, yeah, we
I
do.
wouldn't go that
All right.
far.
Let us go with our picking our NFL 5 games. By the way, Dan told me this today, and I think we should do it. One of us has to pick each of us have to pick one underdog. I think that was
Yes.
pretty fun last week.
Yes,
I thought that was
yeah, I
pretty
agree.
fun. Let's
I got
continue
forced
that.
and it worked out.
Oh, do you hear that?
Loser. That's
hear
why
that
it doesn't
complaint?
count. That's why it
It
doesn't
counts.
count.
I had the guts to just go jump in and do it.
No,
No, you
no. The
didn't.
person
No,
that
we
had
all-
the
we
guts
all
to jump
put
in
you.
was
Yeah.
this guy right here, and I said, "Give
That's-
me the Bucks."
That was a good playoff preview. It wasn't like some heavy underdog. Get out of here, Fernando.
Look how he likes to move the goalpost, dude.
I did. But
All right. Last week, Gilbert and I both went 4-1. Dan went 2-3. Vic went
I get
2
him right.
3. So, all right, let's go.
Here's the
Gilbert
yeah. Look at that. See that, people in the comments? I actually know football.
Gilbert is 8-2. I'm 6-4. Dan's 5-5. Vic is 4-6. Don't forget, we have to choose one of these teams that as our underdog team. So let's do it. First game, Bears at Colts. Vic.
Bears at Colts. Give me the Colts at home.
Gilbert.
This would be my surprise pick. Bears over the Colts. I don't know why. I'm just doing it.
Dan.
I'll take Colts at home.
Give me the Colts as well.
Lone Wolf here. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Texans at Vikings. Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the under. Give me the Viking. Go Vikings.
I'll go Texans. Gilbert.
If the Vikings pull it off, this was gonna hurt because that's my Super Bowl team, and they're gonna be 3-0. So please don't do it. So give me the Texans for sure.
All right, we're gonna be
activated.
split here. I'll take the Vikings here.
All right. Next game, Eagles at Saints. Give me the Saints. Vic.
Wow. Ooh, this one's tough. Does the Vikings count as my underdog?
Yeah, I think the Texans are favorites.
Yes. All right. So give me.
Damn, everybody's in it except for me.
Yeah, give me the Eagles then.
All right. Dan.
Let me catch up to this lame. Give me the Saints.
Gilbert.
Give me the Eagles. I think the Saints are a little overrated.
Little sus.
Yeah.
All right. Let us go with Lions at Cardinals. Give me the Lions. This will be my under.
You guys are thinking about it. I've come a long way with the Cardinals, huh?
They're not under.
No. Yeah, they are.
No, the
not
Lions are
underdogs.
they're the favorites.
Yeah,
Lions
obviously.
are? Oh, then give me the Cardinals.
Ah, okay.
You give me the Cardinals. If they're
It's in
the underdog,
Arizona.
I'm not picking the Ravens at Cowboys. Right. No.
I'm gonna pick
All
a
right.
draw.
Go ahead, Gilbert.
Yeah, I after what happened last week and a bunch of underdogs, I'm gonna do it again. So give me the Cardinals at home to beat the Lions.
Curse
Dan,
activated. Give me the Lions.
Okay, good. Because I was like, there's no way we're all picking the same. Yeah, give me the Cardinals, especially after
Wow, 3-1. Oh, I'm surprised with this one. Okay.
MCDC's gonna remember this, man.
Dan, you should put in there. Rashford and Machado both scored today. JC's having a bad day. All right. Ravens at Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. Vic.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys at home.
Gilbert.
I've done my part. Give me the Cowboys at home.
Lame.
I'll change it then, because
No.
Hold on,
No, it's
hold on.
fine. It's
This
fine.
is gonna surprise you. Go
It's
ahead.
fine.
Dan.
Yeah, give me Lamar.
Okay.
Lamar.
All
It's
right.
a tough one for you. You don't like either quarterback. So
No.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
don't. I
gonna
think they
say.
both
I was
suck.
like,
But I
crap.
don't think I find it very hard to believe John would start 0-3.
It's tough. Yeah, that's a good bet for you.
So I'll
All
take
right.
that. So I got like 3 underdogs.
Let us go now.
I do have a
to-
burial, by the way. I just remembered.
Same.
Lil Daniel brought it up when he brought up the double homicide.
Little Daniel's doing that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Wow, what were you thinking of somebody else?
All right. Dan, why don't you quickly give us your burial of the week?
All right, my burial of the week. I saw Beetlejuice 2 over the weekend.
Crappy.
And it's just crazy to me. I haven't seen a double homicide on screen like this since they put out the FX OJ Simpson trial. That Jenny Ortega is a double homicide. She should be on trial for what she's done. She went into the Scream franchise and killed it, made it terrible.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
went
yeah.
into
She's a
Beetlejuice
scream
too.
queen.
No, she's not a Scream queen. I honestly think she's probably one of the most overrated actresses right now of this time. Like, she was. I just don't think it's very good. Like, she sucked in this movie. This film sucked. Not as good as the original. Then I saw her in Scream, and she killed that franchise. Double homicide. She's just as bad as O.J. Simpson right now. And I mean, the only time I saw her in a movie where it was okay was the one where it was the 70s and she was filming, let's just say, OnlyFans content.
Oh,
That was.
yeah.
But like, it was just because she looked fire. She looked fire. The movie sucked too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only stuck around
Yeah.
But like,
The prequel movie to that is very good. That one kind of sucked.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know it had a prequel. I just remember this idiot or someone else telling me, "Oh, you should watch her in this film. That one's actually a good one." I watch it, I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, dude. Like, what are we doing?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
right.
So I'm tired of Jenny Ortega. Get her off the screen. I don't want to hear Lamar. I don't want to.
Jenna. I don't even know, to be honest.
Gilbert,
Cares.
go ahead.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, well, I'm glad
You
I
don't
haven't.
ever meet her. Oh my God, I love your movies. You're so good.
Who?
You.
No, I wouldn't tell her that. I'd say thank you for killing Beetlejuice. That was one of my favorite films.
And Scream.
Oh yeah, Scream was good too.
Well, I haven't gone to the movies in a minute, and I told Caroline today we're gonna have a date night. Let's go to the movies, and I said it between Beetlejuice or Alien Romulus. I forgot Romulus. There you go, whatever. Luckily, she did not choose Beetlejuice because it sounds terrible, like Dan mentioned. And Alien is very good. Check that out. I actually enjoyed that. I don't even like the early classic ones; they're just too old or way back for me. But it was a good movie. Anyways, I'm burying things here, but check out Alien. Yeah, I had two things real quick. Everybody's putting the spotlight on Bryce Young and the Panthers, but what the hell have the Bears done with the pick? The Bears haven't done anything. Yeah, you got Caleb Williams and you got DJ Moore. I'll give you that one. Caleb Williams haven't done crap, but he's not gonna do crap with that awful offensive line. You've got all these draft picks, and what the hell you have to show for on the O-line? That's a horrendous offensive line, maybe worse than the Panthers. So, Bears, don't be acting like you won something here. Fix the O-line, and maybe Justin Fields wasn't the problem. You were the problem. Look in the mirror, Chicago Bears. That is my burial for the Chicago Bears because they were practicing body slams to Houston Texans like they're WWE or NXT stars on Caleb Williams. They were just crushing him. And then, I hate to do this one, but I like Jason Kelce, but it was just too much Jason Kelce. Maybe I'm sorry about taking Fernando, but
I'm sick of him. Yeah.
But like the Monday night broadcast, I get it. He played for the Eagles, but how many freaking things do we need him? Like he was in the booth, he was interviewing Jalen Hurts, he was on the field, he was on the sideline. Like Jason, just stick to your podcast. I didn't need you on ESPN. You're making the money. Go ahead and do that. And I love your YouTube commercials with your wife, but like I didn't need all that on Monday Night Football. That was way too much for me. I'm sorry. So I'll bury ESPN for pimping you out. Your dad's a pimp. There you go.
Your dad's a pimp.
That is one of the great.
They now have Jason Kelce. They have Mina Kimes. They have Adam Schefter. They
have a lot of heroes over there. It's crazy. You have a lot of heroes over there.
Dan, Chargers need to name one of the Herbert's victory biscuits after Dan.
Shout out. I appreciate you, Angel.
Vic, go ahead.
I'm gonna piggyback off what Gilbert said in terms going back to Carolina and the Panthers. This franchise is now, a doormat in the NFL, which is pretty sad because when they got started in '95, I remember thinking, man, like those colors are really cool. That black and that, that color that they have, that little marine blue or whatever color they have. And then they have Kerry Collins. They make it out of the way to the NFC Championship game. I mean, it was a great story. You know, you had Kevin Green, you had Greg Lloyd on those teams. It was awesome. Like, I thought there was a lot of people who were really excited about the Carolina Panthers. And then you have David Tepper, who was with the Pittsburgh Steelers at the time, and then he goes over and he buys this team, and he's put him into just a terrible situation. He's impatient with how they do things. You know, sometimes everybody wants to be like Jerry Jones, and sometimes it's just better to just stay away and be some. You know, let them do. You hire people for a reason. Let them go and do the job. And I know everybody's talking about, well, did they do the right decision? Honestly, like, I saw Mel Kiper today go on a rant, and honestly, I thought he was spot on. Like, if you're gonna bring an offensive guy in to help your quarterback, that just tells you you've already, you know, messed up his progress. At this point, he's invaluable. You can't even trade him. You know, and it just sucks because you put your franchise back now. Now you're going to get the number 1 pick again, and you're going to screw up another quarterback. It's just time to kind of just reset, like Dave Canales and that GM. Let them run things and just stay away, David Tepper, because at this point, all you're doing is making things work for your franchise.
Yeah. No, and it sucks because, I mean, but Dan had said it. Bryce Young should have been should have not started last year, and he should have been watching behind Andy Dalton and then maybe throw him in later. But unfortunately, they kind of hampered him, and now, like you said, it's hard to trade him. Where are you going to trade him?
He has no confidence. That's the biggest problem.
He's scared to get hit.
He's scared to get hit. He's just throwing the ball. He's not even
like, he took a monster hit from Perryman. Like, he was looking, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like, he hit him. So, by the way, I do have a question about this. If Arch Manning, let's just say, came out this year, like, he's not going to come out, but let's just say he did. Do you think the Mannings would pull Eli Manning part 2?
Yes. Oh yeah, they're not going to Carolina.
Oh, I think I'll take that and raise you one. I think the Sanders will make that look like child's play.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Now, if you're taking shot at Shador,
you gotta take Shiloh.
You gotta take Shiloh now. He's got to go.
It is a warm weather. It is a warm weather state. So
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. My burial, I have to bury Costco, and I do not want to do this.
I love this.
I love
Please,
Costco.
I can't wait to hear, because I'm a big Costco person.
Dan, I walk over to Costco today. I'm like, what is that? And mom's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I don't smell something. She's like, what don't you smell? I'm like, I don't smell hot dogs. What's going on? I look over, the food court is closed. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on?
What kind of communist nation is this now?
And I'm like, are you serious? So, like, I'm walking and I'm like wondering. And I go in and I ask the guy at the front, I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, it's closed for remodeling for the next 4 weeks. I was like, I guess I'm not coming to Costco for the next 4 weeks. And then he's like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And then I was like, oh, yeah, right. So I was pissed. I kept on complaining about it inside of Costco. I'm like, well, we better step up the samples if there's no freaking.
Or you got to go to a different Costco.
And I don't like going. I don't like going to. He's asleep right now. I don't like going to. I don't like going to the Costco. I don't like going to the Costco on Palomar, so I am a little disappointed.
Bro, please. Well, I'd rather go all the way up to. Where is
Moreno?
it? What's that?
Moreno?
Yeah, Moreno. Get out of here. Yeah. Please, God.
No. Palomar thing, Tijuana, Costco 2.0.
All right, now you're trying to throw me under the bus now.
It's true, though. So, yeah, I do want to roast Costco for that one. That is very disappointing. I love the food court. Even if I don't get anything.
Clothes there.
Even if I don't get anything,
you just want to smell it.
I like looking at it. I like smelling it. I know what Crashy Rice would get at Costco.
Crashy Rice,
no.
Dude.
Wait, so does he have 2 accounts? Who's Danza or Biden? Crashy and Danza, 2 accounts. I like the troll here.
Oh my god,
I hate this bastard. That's why his parents hate him.
All right, just real quick, let's go over to Una Mas real fast. I have 2 quick things for you guys. 3 actually.
Well, it's called Una Mas, not Tres Mas.
Okay, Mr. 7 Pick.
Yeah, he's making up for the last 3 weeks. We haven't had Una Mas.
All right.
Look at this.
Oh, I did see this video.
Seriously? That's all you
Who the hell is this, anyways?
got? Bring it.
Oh, wait. Handler.
God!
Oh my gosh!
This woman!
I'm just saying,
Oh,
Did they really sacrifice the TV for that?
she looks like
I don't know,
that
but Michael
chicken hit me on
Chandler, and
that
you know
bag
that's
all
at
too
a
long.
you know that's at a hotel. so
Hotel,
that was pretty funny. Here we go. Here's the second to last one.
That wasn't planned, right? If that's the case.
Well, I think I've seen this. Oh no, never mind.
Look at this. Watch the big guy.
Oh my god!
Is he
Right. He did
celebrating?
his job.
Yeah, 'cause he dropped the ball and hit the
Okay.
ground.
Seatbelt.
Ah.
What an idiot! Why wouldn't you jam? He's over here trying to bail out like
he was
he
calling
could
for a
run.
flag here.
And then last but not least,
Before you go, I know we're talking. We were just talking about burials, but the thing too that I forgot to mention was there was a number 34 as a receiver for the Eagles. Can we get the A's back, like the 80s?
oh yeah, Ray.
Oh,
No. It was for the Falcons.
Falcons,
Ray
yes.
McLeod.
Really?
By the way-
34's for a running back or a
I
fullback.
know Ray McLeod showed up to the game in a Randall Cunningham Eagles jersey. I'm like, wow, that's like a
Wow.
troll job. I actually like that. Like, remember Cena used to like put on the jersey of whatever team was the opponent. Dan, it's his last ride. You know you're excited to see it. You want to watch it.
I can't wait.
He's gonna win that 17th. All right,
not.
last one.
The one who I don't want to see is The Rock. Bring back Doctor of Thugonomics. That's
They
the one I
are
wanna see.
they're starting to film Happy Gilmore 2, and look
That's
who has
right.
been added to the movie.
Hey.
No thanks.
nice.
It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid.
Come
By the
on.
way, I went to go see Killers game with Dave Bautista.
How was it?
I liked it.
Drew McIntyre was good.
Yes, I love like okay. When he talks, they put subtitles.
That's
So
hilarious.
I thought
I hope he
that was
bitches about
really
it.
funny. But there was a character that I thought they kind of failed here that they could have used Bad Bunny in. If you watch the movie, you'll see it. You'll be like, why didn't they put Bad Bunny here? Because he would have been perfect. But the way I'll say it gave me like remember Bullet Train vibes. There's
That
a
was
lot of
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Wasn't
I
he
liked
in
movie.
that? Bad Bunny?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died.
he
in the
was.
30
That's
seconds.
probably why he wasn't in this movie. But the cast is really good. I like McIntyre in there. Yeah, he was really good.
Dan, one final one before we leave. Have you listened to?
No, because I'm not a disgusting degenerate. No thanks. She's an idiot. What is she gonna talk? You know what I did watch today? Shout out. I was going through John Gruden's new YouTube channel. That's what I was doing.
Oh yeah.
How is that?
Why do you laugh? He's a Super Bowl winning head coach. He had
Yeah.
a few naughty emails. Now all of a sudden, oh, he's black sheep. We can't talk
Yeah, but
about him.
he was good in 2004, not anymore. Bro.
Here we go. Here we go. It was interesting. I sent you the video of the fired coaches. Dude, like this guy bought a whole house and he has 12 rooms or whatever, just dedicated to random parts of his life. It's hilarious. Like,
Who,
I'm sure
Gruden?
it's interesting. What?
Gruden?
Yeah, I sent you the video. The,
Oh, I
the
haven't.
fired
I,
coaches. I forgot what it's called.
I didn't
He's-
watch
he's-
it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you're an asshole. That's fine. But it sounds like he's still trying to get back and get one more shot. So we'll
I'm
see.
sure he is.
Well, he interviewed for the Saints OC job.
Let's go.
All right. We appreciate everybody so much for jumping on to another episode of the Four Compas. Thank you to Vic, the producer. Thank you to Dan and Dago. Thank you to Gilberto for jumping on. Thank you to Crashy Rice. Thank
That
you
guy's
to
the
Robert.
worst. No one thanks
Thank
you.
you to Angel. Thank you to Dan Sef R.
Shout out.
Biden.
No one thanks that guy.
Brett.
Shout out, Brett.
Thank you to Jorge. Thank you to
What?
Angel. Thank
What?
you to
What?
Joe Morley.
What?
Thank you to Boltillo.
What?
Thank you to
What?
I'm going up this list. Robert
Send the
D.
question, Boltillo.
What?
Marcenas.
There you go.
Thank you to
Fucking nobody.
He set you up.
Thank you to Kay. Thank you to everybody who jumped on and commented.
What?
You guys were on fire. Dan, they
What?
had a bunch of comments before we even started. and Vic, the producer, was hyping them up and getting them riled up. Gil,
I'm gonna text you to tell Dan. Are you guys having what's the boats tomorrow or Thursday?
Thursday. Tomorrow I have to do Padres. So
Well, let me know when you're
Thursday,
recording, and I'm gonna text Dan. That way we have an instant reaction if it's good or bad. And if it's
Okay.
bad, then that means I picked the Chargers.
By the way, go ahead. What, Vic?
I was gonna say, just go on there live right when they're.
We'd rather get him for the post game.
I'm too busy.
We'd rather get him for the post game. That way I can shit on them after they go 3-0.
Check out Gilberto's hour. That's a better show on Thursday. But you guys were surprised. I'm messing with you guys. Jesus, I love.
No. I was just like I was waiting for Dan's reaction.
I was laughter. I was trying to be polite.
I was like, did I go too far? Finally, my bad.
By the way, on Thursday,
no, you got me last time.
Like,
sorry, I'm my own boss, kind of. And I was kind of like, ah, shit, you got me.
It seems like from
working
Carolina,
for the man.
From Carolina, Chris Rim will join us to talk a little bit about what's going on out there, what this week has been like. He said he would jump on, so it'll be pretty cool to get him on.
Nice.
We'll probably start at either 6:45 Pacific or 7 p.m. on Thursday. Sorry we can't do it tomorrow, but I will be at the Padres covering that game. So yeah, I can't do the show tomorrow, but we'll do it on
if you're going
Thursday.
at 6:45 p.m. on Thursday, make sure you promote heavily Gilberto's hour after Thursday Night Football.
Who's that guy? You're not.
By the
that
way,
guy,
you know
Kyle.
what was funny about the last weeks is that I was giving Dan a play-by-play. I'm like, oh, Tua just threw a pick. He's like, yeah, I'm not surprised. It turned into a pick six. Yeah, the guy sucks. And then I'm like, oh, he got hurt. He's like, surprise. I'm
You
like,
get commentary during the whole what's up bowl.
Exactly.
I like it.
I can't.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. Nostradamus
You get
strikes.
Jets Patriots this week, I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the game.
Dan doesn't look too amused.
Uh,
All right. Thank you guys so much for jumping on again.
we love you,
Thank to everybody
Boltillo.
that showed love. Thank you, Boltillo. Robert D, make sure you tune in to What's Up Bolts so that you can find out who Gilberto picked. So remember, guys, 6:45 to 7, varying on what time Dan gets home, but that's what we're aiming for. So make sure you guys tune in. And again, make sure you guys check out everything on Compas on the Beat Network. We just did a live right before this show talking about the Canelo Alvarez fight against Berlanga. We talked about that. We talked a little UFC. We talked about Ryan Garcia and John Jones hanging out. Is that trouble for Dana White? We get into that, and then obviously some
Tío Oscar.
And then we talked a little bit about what's it called? About WWE, the Tribal Chief returning, and what that means. So, Dan, should I trade for Kelsey and Mahomes in fantasy football?
I don't know why people even commit trades. I never traded once the times I played fantasy.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Athir says, Victor, we need to talk on Thursday. So
Yeah, we do.
guess
It's a Tears hour.
It's a Tears hour, man.
I guess so. Oh, does he jump on with you guys the whole time?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Was it Angel who jumped on with us too?
Yeah, Angel, like shout out to Angel, by the way. He's on like every show that we do, like Lunes
awesome.
Live.
No,
Shout out, Angel.
Compas,
Yeah.
House of
Horns, too?
House of Horns, and
Really?
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yes.
every show on the network. I love that.
Yeah, so
Shout
shout
out.
out. That he's our number one guy there, Angel.
Shout out.
We're gonna make viewer rankings, and Angel's
Thursday,
you're last on the rankings, by the way.
He'll be back on Thursday. So Thursday, 6:45 to 7. Dan will be back. He will discuss. We'll break down Chargers versus.
We need to make like a website and just list when Dan's gonna make an appearance, and we'll get a bunch of clicks on the
tweet
website.
out. Actually, I'll
Schedule.
tweet out. Let me know, Fernando, when he's going on.
I'm
I'll
gonna
let
make
you
a
guys
website
know.
for this. Like it's like when you're looking for where to find this pay-per-view fight, and you look it up. It's Dan's gonna be on it this time.
Dan, what's your least favorite show
walk.
on the network?
Heavy hitter. My least favorite.
It's gotta be between.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you know what I did last Thursday, by the way, when we recorded that, when we were closing out, I was like, make sure you all go into Gilberto's hour and just start shitting on them. Just send anything. Send it.
It's
Send
right
it.
here. Look at that.
Well, if you do that, also like it so people can see it. An algorithm.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Like, subscribe. Yeah. Where is Dan?
Where is Dan?
I'll be the worst Waldo.
Yeah, no, but definitely make sure you guys check everything out. We will be back Wednesday, House of Horns will preview their game against the 49ers.
49ers.
That's the injury bowl because the 49ers have injuries.
Yeah.
The Rams have injuries, so we'll see what happens there. Dan and I will preview Steelers and Chargers on Thursday night with Chris Rim as of right now, so that'll be awesome. And then right after Gilberto's hour, and then Sunday, oh my God. Oh my God, that is wild.
By the way, we also will be previewing Charger Steelers on Gilberto's hour.
Dan, they're trying to take your content away.
The fuck? That's not how this works.
From a betting
Kiss my ass.
perspective. From a fantasy point of view.
Kiss my ass.
Fantasy
There's not
football.
much fantasy except for defenses. Defense
Yeah,
against defense.
Yeah, strictly
rugby
defensive.
football.
We'll
baby.
be talking over, under, and then the line there. Do you know what the line is, Dan?
I
For
don't
that
give
game?
a shit. I'm not a degenerate gambler.
But yeah, shout out and shout out to Tommy who he
Shout out,
had a
Tommy.
birthday over the weekend. It was
That's a
awesome.
good godson.
He was in Vegas. But dude, Gilbert, he and Vic, he sent us that he bought a bunch of tickets. He's like, I'm a degenerate. He had a bunch of gambling tickets on games.
Oh.
But it was a bunch on it. And I was like, dude, he's like, no. They didn't exceed more than like $3. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
Did he lose
don't
all of
go
them? Were all the
crazy doing that.
favorites losing?
Huh?
Did he lose most of them?
No, I don't remember. I haven't asked him.
I don't
need to
gamble. I
check.
drink. I
It was
love
probably
alcohol.
it was a good day for Vegas. Just put it that way.
I don't know.
Oh, there you
my
go.
God. Oh my
This
Get
guy,
it off the stream.
double
All right.
titty.
Well, Theo, I usually start going towards the end of the season. Like, when would you say, Frown? November?
Yeah,
To
probably
January?
for the Harbowl. I think Dan should
Yeah,
be there for
make
the
your
Harbowl.
debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be doing autographs in the moment.
Maybe I'll go in my cowboy hat and we'll see. Well,
Dan may be, and we might go to Thunder Alley on for the Harbowl.
Sounds like a strip club
Yeah.
for men.
So,
might be
that's what it's
doing a
called,
live
Thunder
You're a weirdo. That's where your thought goes to male strip clubs.
Well,
I'd rather go see.
and then
Never mind.
that. And...
I can't say what I want to say. Some people might watch this from my
All right,
other
sorry, we need to go.
profession.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta
Thank you
go.
guys so much. Don't forget to don't forget to hit the notification button so you guys know when we're doing stuff. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. But for the time being, sabes que Gilberto, vámonos.
Yeah, thank you for everybody for jumping on here. But we'll get going. It's late. And yeah, we'll make a Dan.com. Where are you, Dan.com? But on that note, ya nos vamos. Pues, vámonos.